Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Oh, hey, I might have audio. Yay. Test, test, test. Come on. Well, hopefully you can hear me. Oh, let's see. I think I've got it fixed. What um what is schmozzle this morning? I'm still have no confirmation that we're actually live. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just yeah. I don't know if we're live. I'm hoping we're live. I'm having lots of technical difficulties this morning, and I think my audio is going out, but I don't see a video anywhere. Live. Let's see if we're. Oh, it says we're live. It says we're live. Excellent. I don't know why it's not showing me this. Oh, perfect. Okay. Sorry about I couldn't tell if I was live or not. I still am trying to determine whether you can hear me or not. Oh, yeah, and you can. Excellent. All right. Sorry for all the schmozzles this morning. Welcome, everyone. Sorry about the late start. David is away today. It is just me, and I was not prepared to stream by myself and had to fumble through the setup process and whatnot. But I'm here now, and it is working and whatnot. So, hello, everybody. I just like to thank all our patrons that support us. Hilge at the top and everyone else on the list, thank you so much. And a reminder that today, everyone, is the last day to submit your models. Not the last day to enter, but if you want your models printed, it is the last day to submit your models for our holiday design off contest. So it's the Great AI Generated Design Off 2024, sponsored by Spool 3D. Thank you, Derek, and everyone at Spool so much for sponsoring us for, I think it's our third year in a row. So again, it's family friendly, please. All you have to do is go to your favorite AI generation site. It doesn't matter what site it is. You can go there and just generate some sort of model. Try to keep it a reasonable size so we can print it. And if you submit it today, we'll actually get it printed and be able to show it off next week. 150 by 150 by 150 or 10 inches by 10 inches by 10 inches, or is the rough size that we wanted it. Again, family friendly. It can be holiday related. It can be whatever you want. It's AI generated, but like we said, keep it family friendly. And one of two people will win a $50 gift certificate to Spool 3D. They ship anywhere in the world, and they have really great quality filament. A lot of my filament is from there because I get such consistent prints out of it, and they're very consistent in their color and whatnot too. So if you order a blue, it'll be the same blue pretty much every time. Their batches are very consistent. Anyway, that is our contest that we have. So I'm going to just take that off stream and go back here. Again, thanks everyone for joining. It's just me this morning. Like I said, David was helping some family out, so I think he's probably having a nice deserved rest. Yeah, so I thought we could talk about a few different things today, not just the contest. We talked a lot about that in the last couple live streams. So I have posted on YouTube and Patreon a reminder that the contest is ending. So just keep in mind you've got until the 17th. So that's 2 days from now to get your entries in. Today is the last day for the actual print deadline if you want to submit your entries for us to print and show on air. And right now your odds are really good at winning. But please enter away, and then we'll do the spinning wheel of random names to do the draw. And then, you can enjoy your $50 spool gift card. Anyway, there's been a few different things out there right now. Pardon me. Oh, got a frog in my throat here. There we go. That's better. So couple things that have been going on is there's lots of rumors and lots of new products coming. Hey, Dominic, glad you're here. You're late, and I had troubles getting things going. So glad to see you're here. If you would like to join me, I'll post the link in Discord. Because I don't know if you're anywhere where you can join us. Let me just do that quickly. We have guest, add a guest, copy link. Just going to add this because it's always better when you have someone else here. So I'm going to post it in Discord quickly. 1 second. Discord. I thought I had Discord on here. Discord, there we are. And then if you'd like to join, you can. If you're not anywhere where you can join, that's totally okay. And Discord is just starting here. Anyway, there's a few different printers that are rumors that are to be coming out. For example, there's the Bamboo Labs has one that is rumored. We don't know if it's actually coming out, but there is a rumor that there's a new Bamboo Labs printer that's larger coming out. A few people have gone over patents and whatnot, and I mean, if it's anything like any of the other Bamboos, like the X1E or the X1C, those are really solid printers. So even if they just scaled them up, I think you'd have a good printer. But knowing Bamboo, they really think out what they're putting into their product before they release it. So it'll be interesting to see if these rumors on just larger, and I think there was some sort of multi-head that they have a patent for, but I don't know if that'll make it into this product, or maybe that's just one of those patents that they put out and they don't necessarily, it doesn't come into fruition of a product. because most companies they will develop multiple patents that could come into a product later on, but maybe not all the aspects come into the product. So we'll see if it comes to fruition or not. Let me see if I can find that screenshot. Boo Lab. Yeah, the rumor the rumor is it's going to be called something like the H2D, but don't know if that's true. This is all we've seen. It looks like it's some sort of pamphlet or something. There's not a lot of good info on whether this is a real thing or not. And zooming in, you can see it's if the regular AMS, it fits perfectly on a top, and that looks very much like my AMS that I have here. That one says AMS maybe has a 2 there. I'm not sure, but it looks, the size wise, four spools and whatnot, that's very normal for a bamboo AMS, but it's quite small on top of this printer. So this printer is definitely larger than what's advertised. We don't get to see much about the print head, so I don't know if there's 2 nozzles there or if that's some sort of sensor. It's really difficult to tell. And then the specs, supposedly, and again, we don't know if this could be relied on at all, but you can see, that's David. Yeah, he's sleeping, which is good. Dimensions, so it says 492 by 514. Now I'm not sure if that's what dimension that is, and they're calling it the AMS2 Pro, and then the package size. So I don't know if that's the footprint of the printer at 492. That could be, but they don't give us build volume. So I mean, if that's the external size, and they're always a little longer than deeper, just so that they can actually have the purge section for the little poop out the back and whatnot. So that explains maybe why it's a little bit wider in one direction, the width, length, and height. So I would say if this was real, somewhere around 300 millimeters by 300 millimeters for the build plate, maybe, but so hard to say. I mean, again, we're just speculating. Anyway, that's one of the items that hopefully will be coming out. The other one that is rumored, I don't know if it's rumored or if it's confirmed. It's been kind of muddy. There's been some announcements, but I haven't seen anything on the official Creality site. We can go look today and see. But basically, the K1C, the rumor was that their new CMS would be adapted to work with some sort of kit. Now, I'm not sure how they're going to do that, because if you look at the bamboo and if you look at the new K2, they have the purge system. David's there. But I'm not sure how they'll implement it, because we had a look at the design, and I'm not sure where you would have some sort of purge system. So unless they're adapting it in a way that you don't use the purge system, that's we haven't actually seen the product. So until we see it, I know David said it was announced at launch. Until we see it, it's vaporware. Until there's actually some in the hands of some reviewers and whatnot. So hopefully they've figured out either they have sort of a purge tower on the plate, or purge section of the plate that they maybe cordon off, and that's where the purging happens, or they're going to have some sort of panel replacement on the side with some sort of purge mechanism. So we're not quite sure what that's going to look like, but hopefully that the product that is actually coming out. But until we have a SKU and whatnot, it's really hard to say. They always announce that, when they announce a product, oh yeah, and then other products will get it soon. But they only have the one product out now, and in limited release. I think it was supposed to be full release by this month. I think you can pre-order it. I'm not, and I know a couple companies have got one in for testing and whatnot, because I don't know if they had a manufacturing issue or what, but hopefully it's coming out soon rather than later. But those are the kind of the two products that I'm most interested in seeing soon. I think the Creality one is probably closer to reality than the Bamboo. The Bamboo, they're so quiet about their releases, and normally they would have it released ahead of time, like before Christmas and whatnot. But with, I think, this patent suit that they had and whatnot may have delayed some of their plans just to make sure that they could get things sorted, but it does look like there is a rumor about this new product. So hopefully the lawsuit, I know the lawsuit, there was two companies named in the lawsuit. Bamboo was one, and the other company was a company that had been sued previously by Stratasys. And the company that they previously sued, they've recently removed from the lawsuit. But I was unclear from the article I read whether the removal also included Bamboo's removal from the lawsuit. So there might still be some negotiations or something going on there. So that could have contributed to the delay, because we normally see a new product in the fall from Bamboo. So never know. We'll have to see what happens there. Yeah. So I did throw into Discord, if anyone wants to join me, the link to Talk Studio. So if you do feel like you want to come on air and chat with me, that's great. Dominic, I hope everything is going well. I know you had a procedure that was coming up, and I hope everything went fine with that, and nothing got delayed or anything. Yeah. So other than that, we've got the contest, which I remind you, and Dominic, you should definitely enter. Just go and generate a model with AI and submit it to info@3dmakeit.ca. We have one or two entries right now, so your odds are really good. But I know in Lethbridge we call it last minute Lethbridge, because it always seems that everyone waits till the very last minute to enter a contest or volunteer or do whatever. So I don't know if wherever you live, if you've had that sort of thing, that everyone waits to the very last minute to submit their entries or volunteering or whatever they're doing. So hopefully you take this moment and are reminded to, if you haven't, get those entries in, because Derek at Spool 3D has so graciously sponsored our contest the last few years in a row, and so we want to make sure that we are giving back a little bit to our community, because we do appreciate all of you out there and whatnot. So yeah, I just thought I'd go over a couple things that I have been doing. I was doing a lot of the lithophanes. We showed off the model makers and whatnot from bamboo, the AI generated bust we did on one show, and then they have David showed off last week the ornament maker, and they have the other tools too. They have the lithophane maker, which we showed off again a couple weeks ago. So I've done a number of lithophanes for people this holiday season. Hopefully they enjoy their gift. Made it have the little LED boxes and whatnot to backlight it and whatnot. They're fun. If you haven't done a lithophane, it prints really nicely. Bamboo has it where they have these nice little supports that they print into the model that break off quite easily. So you just snap these off, and it prints nice and solid. And then they also, you don't have to design a box depending on which model you choose. You choose the dimensions of the lithophane and whatnot, and it will actually generate a box for you. And they even can do the color ones. So if you have an AMS type system, you can do CYMK and print off a color lithophane, which is quite cool. So in this case, the black is just the density of the material, so it's actually white, and then cyan, magenta, and yellow. And the black is derived from the thickness of the material. So it's pretty cool that you actually are printing 2 tones and the 3 colors that make up the rest for CYMK. So David, you can't enter. You know that. He always wants to enter, but we can't enter. Everyone else can enter. So Dominic, get your entry in as soon as possible, and Hilge and Ray. Ray, I don't know if you can enter because you technically work there. But Mark and Greg and all the other guys out there, get your entries in as soon as possible, and then we'll get you your gift card if you win. All right. What else? Let's look at the news. I haven't looked at my news feed in a bit, so bear with me. I'm going off the cuff here because, like I said, I had trouble getting things going this morning. David's normally the primary streamer, and so my audio wasn't working and a few other things, and so. And then I tried to go live, and it didn't want to go live. So all good. All right, let's see what's big in the news today. I don't think we want something a little more reachable. No, we already talked about that. Yeah, there's nothing huge out there. David is totally honorable mention material for sure. So, I'm not sure if mine are honorable mention worthy, but David's are for sure. Um, we will show off what we've generated. I don't think I'm going to print my couch, though. If you watched a couple weeks back, there's a site, and the two things the AI generate are shoes and couches. And I wasn't paying attention. I was like, "Oh, AI generated model," and it generated a couch. Yeah, more of a love seat kind of chair thing, and yeah, it was kind of odd. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, if you want to have your own chair, you can totally do it. But yeah, there's a number of good tools out there, and everyone should enter. It's fun, even if you don't have any design skills. You just either have to put in a prompt or reference picture to get some sort of item out, and away you go. AI does the rest. Now, does AI generate a model that is 100% printable? Maybe. The one gentleman that did enter, his model, the legs were very spindly, and the legs did not print so well. Everything else came out pretty good, but the legs, they did not last too far. Dominic says he votes to include Ray in the contest. Okay, if Ray wants to enter the contest, he can enter the contest. There you go. It's been decided. Yeah. So other than that, I've got a few projects I got to do over the holidays. I have this lovely magnifying light, and the mount that holds it to the wall was quite an old 3D print. As I back the place over here, and I didn't use enough walls and whatnot, and it has broken. So I'm going to redesign this mount. It worked really well, but I think I'll use Fusion and take my original one, and I think what I want to do is I want to have it more parallel, because I have a stud there, and have the bulk of this lined up so that it's taking the weight. So that's my thought, and maybe I'll move the hole a little bit closer to the back. That way it'll be a little bit stronger, and more of the weight is taken up by the screws. So that's my plan. One of my projects, I converted one of my Ring cameras a little while ago to take lithium batteries, and I made nice seal for it and everything, and that worked really well. It's quadrupled, if not more, the life of the battery in it. So I'm going to do that to my other, I guess it's not a Ring, it's a Blink camera. And so I'm going to do that. And I've got this nice little rubber hollow tube, which is my seal. And so I will incorporate that into it as well. And that worked out really well for the last one. So I'm going to do my other camera as well. So now, and they clip onto the same mount and everything. So they worked really well. So that's another project for over Christmas. I have a few techie projects that I'm doing. I got a few of these. What are they? The ESP32 Worm, WROOM boards. There's two different pinouts here. One of them I'm using for an ODB connector tool to read stuff, and the other one is, I've just lost my mouse. And the other one my daughter's using for she got a little screen. I'll show you. It's I think it's called Orbi. Orbi. I think it's Orbi. No, I gotta find it here. Orbi. No, that's not what it is. It's really, it's quite cool. It's got if you've seen the Voron 3D printers where they put the little round OLED screen for information, this guy has developed a project where you've got, I think it's 5 or 6 of the little screens on a little board, and they'll display stock tickers, weather widgets, and whatnot. And it's all powered by an ESP32. So that was her birthday present. So she's going to be assembling it over Christmas. So, yeah. Other than that, I don't know that we have a lot going on today. I think this will call this a little shorter because I did not have enough content for you guys. I apologize, but we wanted to remind you all to enter the contest. David said he built a screen for the P1S with an ESP32 dev board and a screen. That's cool. So is it kind of like a open source version of the Panda from Big Tree Tech then, David? Is that was what you built? The boards are very inexpensive, so if you want something that has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in, and like there's so many different projects out there too. They also allow you to do a special widget piece. So the one I'm doing is you can actually use those small displays or a small display and use the ESP Now protocol, which is their wireless intercommunication protocol that they have, to display data that you're receiving on the ESP32 and stream it to a screen. So you can have live data from HomeKit or your car or whatever streamed to other screens and whatnot. It's pretty cool. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to call it there. We have some family over for a brunch thing, and so I am going to call the stream early. Thanks everyone for showing up. Sorry about the late start and the short stream, but David, like I said, he was busy with family over the weekend and had some other things going on. I'm glad that David was able to jump into the chat and chat with Dominic and everyone. And so thanks again. Our Patreon supporters, Hilge at the top, and everyone else on the list. And thanks, Dominic, for showing up today in the chat. And you guys have a great holiday. And don't forget to enter our contest, www.3dmakeit.ca. I'm just going to bring that up one more time. It's the great AI generated design off 2024. Again, if you want to enter, it's info@3dmakeit.ca, and please just generate it, and away we go. Thanks, everyone.